EekoWorld.
Build your own creature with EekoCreature! Whoa! Your choices matter in EekoHouse. Check it out! Hey, good choice! Have you ever wanted to take me wherever you go? Of course you have! And now you can with our awesome printable card game, Loco Chico! Check it out! Knock, knock. Who's there? Water. Water who? What are you doing right now? Build your own creature with EekoCreature. Whoa! Your choices matter in EekoHouse. Check it out. Hey, good choice. Your choice. Build your own creature with EekoCreature. Whoa!
Water.
Shut off the faucet, Gabe. We filled the bucket to the top.
Did you ever wonder where the water in the faucet comes from?
I'm going to watch a video about water in the listening center, guys. Why don't you come watch it with me?
Come join me on an adventure with water! Water is all around us. We watch it fall from the sky, fill our sinks, and flow smoothly down a long, lazy river. We see birds drink from rain puddles, dolphins leap over ocean waves, and we dive into cool, clear lakes on hot summer days. Did you ever wonder why water is so important to human beings? Water makes up more than 2/3 of the weight of our bodies, and we need water to make our bodies work. The main way we get water is by drinking it. Long ago, people were able to drink water from our river streams and brooks. Today, many of our water sources are polluted. This comes from garbage, factories, and chemicals that people put on lawns and farm fields that wash into water. It also comes from chemicals in the air that fall to the earth when it rains. Drinking water is treated to make sure that it is clean. This happens in a water treatment plant. Water treatment plants can't remove some chemicals. Since less than 1% of the Earth's water is usable for drinking, it is important not to waste water or cause pollution. We can help save water and stop water pollution by the things we do every day. There are many things you can do to prevent water pollution. When it rains or when people use sprinklers or hoses on their streets or yards, sometimes the water carries things like paints, chemicals, motor oil, and grass clippings into storm drains. This dirty water then flows into local rivers, streams, and eventually into the ocean. Dirty water can hurt people, plants, and animals. Cities and towns often have special days set aside to collect chemicals like paint and motor oil. Second, don't use pesticides on your lawn. They can leak into the groundwater and cause pollution. When you go to the supermarket, try to buy organic fruits and vegetables because they are usually grown without pesticides. Don't litter. Anything that floats can end up in a body of water and cause pollution. When water is filled with our trash, it hurts fish and aquatic life. Birds, fish, and other wildlife can get hurt if they eat or get caught in floating plastic. Pollution can then move through the food chain all the way to the food we eat. Fighting water pollution is important, but it is also important to conserve the water we have on Earth. Everyone can help to conserve water. Do you know what you can do? When you brush your teeth, turn off the faucet. Take short showers instead of baths. When you garden, Choose plants that are native and don't need a lot of water. You can collect rain from your downspout and use it to water your plants. Fill a pitcher of water for drinking and keep it in the refrigerator instead of running the kitchen faucet to get cold water. Don't use water to clean your driveway or sidewalk. A broom is a better choice. And don't forget, you can join a local environment group to learn more about caring for the earth. Ask your parents and teachers about groups in your area.
I didn't realize how much I could do to help.
Thanks, Chico!
Air.
Air is a gas that has no color, smell, or taste. Humans breathe more than 6 quarts of air every minute. Because people need to breathe air to stay alive, it is very important to keep the air clean. Sometimes air can become polluted. Air pollution is another name for dirty air. Sometimes we can see air pollution, and sometimes we can't. Sometimes air pollution is invisible. Air pollution can make people's eyes burn, their throats itch, and make it harder for them to breathe. Air pollution can trap certain gases in the atmosphere that can raise the Earth's temperature. Higher temperatures can cause stronger storms, a rise in ocean water levels, and hotter summers. This could cause our beaches to become smaller, cause heat sickness in people, and hurt plants and animals. Whoa! Dirty air can make it harder for the plants we eat to grow. Dirty air can even eat away at the stones that are used for buildings and statues. A number of things can cause air pollution. Cars and trucks are one of the biggest causes of air pollution. Cars with black smoke coming from their tailpipes cause more pollution than clean running cars. This black smoke can bother people's eyes, noses, throats, and lungs. Using electricity also adds to the problem. See what happens when you waste electricity? Electricity is made by power plants that burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. When we waste energy, we are burning fossil fuels that cause air pollution. Using less electricity made from fossil fuels helps keep the air and the planet healthy. Electricity that is made from natural things, like the sun or wind, helps keep the air clean. Factories that don't use equipment to clean the air coming from their chimneys can also add to the air pollution problem. Everything we use has to be made. When electricity is used to make the things we buy, it adds more pollution to the air. When you don't buy things you don't need, or when you reuse the things you have, our air stays cleaner. Every small choice we make to stop air pollution will make a difference. Here are some things that everyone can do. Woohoo! Walk or ride a bike instead of driving. Form carpools with the people who live near you. Take a train or a bus whenever possible. Remind your parents to have your cars tested to see if they're running clean. Shutting off the car when it isn't moving saves gas and helps the air quality. Save electricity. Remember to shut off lights and other appliances when not in use. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And try to use renewable power like solar electricity that doesn't pollute. You can use the power of the sun to light your sidewalk or driveway at night. Remember, small choices make a big difference. Share what you're doing to make a difference. Woohoo!
Plants and animals.
Leah, look at the blue jays up in that tree. It must be springtime. I can hear the birds chirping when I wake up.
It's amazing that even in the middle of the city, there are so many plants and animals. There are maple and oak trees, beautiful tulips, and patches of green grass all around. They're all really important to us.
Why would a little bird be that important to me?
All plants and animals make a difference in our lives. That bird takes the seeds of the tree it lives in and spreads them around. Those seeds grow into trees to make more oxygen for us to breathe. Everything on the earth is connected to each other in something called a food chain.
Tell me more, Leah.
A food chain is a series of plants and animals linked by their food relationships. There are 4 main parts of a food chain. The first part of a food chain is the sun. The sun provides energy for everything on the planet. Then there are producers, like green plants. They make their own food. Then there are consumers. People are consumers because we eat other things. And last but not least, there are decomposers, like worms. They break down foods. Here is how a food chain might work. A rabbit eats grass, and then a fox eats a rabbit. Or a chicken eats corn, and then man eats a chicken. A food web is a series of linked food chains.
Now I see how we are all connected to each other.
When you see how we are all connected, it helps you understand some of the threats to plants and animals on the earth and what an endangered species is.
Tell me more, Leah. What threats?
All the plants and animals on the planet are part of food chains and food webs. If one animal disappears, it can set off a chain reaction affecting many others. An endangered species is a plant or animal that is in danger of disappearing from the face of the earth if its situation is not improved. If it hasn't been seen in the wild for over 50 years, it's extinct. This is important because then the food chain is broken.
How does a species become endangered?
Well, it can happen in many ways. Sometimes homes and businesses are built in places that destroy animal and plant homes. Pollution from factories can run into rivers and streams and destroy animal and plant habitats. Logging and clearing land for crops can destroy animal and plant homes. Dumping trash into the ocean can hurt marine plants and animals.
Can we do something to protect endangered species, Leah?
There are a lot of things we can do, Shayna. We have to protect endangered species from disappearing because we don't want the food chain to be broken. If this happens, other plants and animals that depend on that species to live will also be threatened.
What can we do to make sure that won't happen?
I was thinking maybe we could try to find out what is happening to endangered species around the world.
My class is part of an email project that connects classrooms all over the globe. I'm going to send some emails. Leah, come, let's read some of the emails I have received. Hi, Shayna. It was great to get your email. We're doing a project on endangered species in my 4th grade class. And since Hawaii is the endangered species capital of the world, I guess it's a good idea. We always use native plants like Elima, A'ali'i, and Wili Wili in our yard. This is important because non-native plants are a threat to native plants. Even Hawaii's state flower, the hibiscus, is an endangered species. Since we get a lot of visitors from outside of Hawaii, we tell them never to bring plants, fruits, or vegetables with them. Lena. It sounds like Lena and her family are taking action to help endangered species in Hawaii. I'm getting emails from all over the world from people telling me about the endangered species where they live. Here are some more.
I'll read one now. Hi, Shayna. I live in Africa, and rhinos are endangered here. Rhinoceros have existed on Earth for more than 50 million years, but they have been almost wiped out entirely in the last 50 years. Poachers kill rhinos for their horns. Their homes are being destroyed by man. My family is writing letters and raising money to protect the rhinos from disappearing. I'm sending some photos of this incredible animal. Anton.
Hey, Shayna, do you know about the Siberian tigers? They live in the forests of Eastern Asia, Northern China, and Manchuria. They are an endangered species. There are less than 5,000 tigers living in the wild. Some of the reasons why they are endangered are because of mining, cutting down forests to build roads, and poaching. We are planting trees to restore the tiger's habitat. Michael.
Hi, Shayna. I live in a temperate rainforest in the Pacific Northwest part of the U.S. It is very different from a tropical rainforest. The ocean currents bring rain, fog, and clouds here. The trees are very tall and very old here. In this forest, the elk were once hunted and became endangered. Now the herd is steady again and the elk is no longer endangered. Avery.
Hi, Shayna. I really like the Venus flytrap because it is a plant that eats flies. This plant is an endangered species in North and South Carolina. The Venus flytrap's home is being destroyed by development. If you want one, it is best to buy one from a plant nursery rather than take one from its natural habitat. I am sending you a picture of this plant. Jillian. I guess there are a lot of things that can be done to help endangered species around the world.
That's right, Shayna. And learning is the first step towards making changes in the world. Would you like to learn more about endangered species?
EekoHouse.
Welcome to EekoHouse! The sun is rising, and it's time to get ready to go to school. You're about to jump out of bed and eat breakfast. Then you'll have 10 minutes before the bus arrives. Look all around your house to be sure everything is okay before you leave. Your score will change the world's health and affect your eco creature if you have saved one.
The bus will be here in 10 minutes. Check all around the house to be sure everything is okay before you leave.
It's time to pack your lunch for school. Do you want to? Take your sandwich in a reusable plastic container.
Great job!
Did you know that Americans use enough plastic wrap to cover the entire state of Texas every year? And it all ends up in the trash. That's why it's good to pack things in reusable containers.
Great job!
Did you know that Americans use enough plastic wrap to cover the entire state of Texas every year?
Your sister forgot to dispose of her bottle. It's best to put this item in the recycling bin.
Great job!
By reusing aluminum, plastic, glass, and paper, you help keep trash out of the landfill.
It's nice to help out Mom and Dad with the dishes. After you wash the dish, do you want to? It's nice to help out dry the dish with a fabric dish towel.
Great job!
You can only use a paper towel once before you have to throw it away, but a fabric dish...
Somebody left the water running. Do you want to? Shut it off.
Great job!
Water is a precious resource that we use for drinking and growing food. Shut off the water when you're done so you don't waste.
Someone called with a message for your mom. Do you want to? Write her a note on the blackboard. Write her a note on the blackboard. Write her a note on the black.
Great job!
Paper is made out of trees, so a blackboard is better for the environment. Just like your teacher at school.
Time to eat. Do you want to? Use cloth napkins. Use cloth napkins. Use cloth napkins.
Here's a better choice.
Paper napkins waste a lot of paper because you throw them away each time. A cloth napkin.
You're helping clean up the leftovers after dinner. Do you want to? You're helping clean up the leftovers. Put them in reusable containers.
Great job!
Reusable containers can be washed and filled over and over again.
Your parents are going to buy a new washer. Do you want to? Tell them to get a washer that Ask them to get a washer that lets you put clothes in the front of the washer to save water. Tell them to get a washer that Ask them to get a washer that lets you put clothes in the front of the washer. Tell them to get a washer that lets you Ask them to get a washer that
Great job!
Washing machines that you load from the front use about half the water of washing machines that load from
There's some trash in your yard. It's best to put this item in the recycling bin. The recycling bin.
Here's a better choice.
By reusing aluminum, plastic, glass, and paper, you help keep trash out of the landfill.
Just like you, plants need vitamins and food to help them grow. Do you want to? Use a chemical fertilizer. Use compost.
Great job!
Fertilizers are made with nitrogen. Too much nitrogen can poison drinking. Fertilizers are made with nitrogen. Too much nitrogen can poison drinking water. Fertilizers are made with nitrogen.
Here's a better choice. Here's a better choice.
You received a lot of junk mail today. Do you want to? Take action and remove your family's address from cataloged lists.
Here's a better choice.
Recycling is great for the paper you have, but it's best to reduce the paper mail you don't want, so it's
Looks like the batteries in your CD player are dead. Do you want to? Replace them with rechargeable batteries.
Great job!
Stop throwing your money in the garbage. When a regular battery dies, you have to throw it away, but you can plug a rechargeable battery in overnight and it's ready to use again the next morning.
You forgot to dispose of your notebook paper. It's best to put this in. You forgot to dispose of your notebook paper. It's best the recycling bin. The recycling bin. The recycling bin.
Great job!
Over 40% of all trash in landfills is from paper. Recycling paper.
Your friend is having a birthday. Do you want to? Wrap the gift in new wrapping paper. Wrap the gift in newspaper. Wrap the gift in new wrapping paper. Wrap the gift in newspaper. Wrap the gift in new wrapping paper.
Here's a better choice.
Wrapping presents in newspaper is a great way to recycle and save a tree.
Your parents have a printer at home. When it runs out of paper, do you? Your parents have a printer at home. When it runs...
Here's a better choice.
Using the other side of the paper for printing will save twice as much paper as using only one side.
Better brush your teeth before you leave for school. Do you want to? Shut the water while you're brushing.
Great job!
Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to rinse. Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to rinse. Shutting off the water while you brush is Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to rinse. Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to Shutting off the water while you brush Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way.
Great job! Great job!
Your parents are thinking of buying a new car. Do you think they should? Your parents are thinking of buy a hybrid car that doesn't need a lot of gas. Buy a hybrid car that doesn't need a lot of gas. Buy a hybrid car that doesn't need a lot of gas.
Here's a better choice.
A hybrid car saves energy by using both gas and electric power to operate.
The refrigerator door has been left open. Do you want to? Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Great job!
Closing the door means less energy is used to keep your food cold.
What should you do with these food scraps? Use them to throw them in the trash. Use them to throw them in the trash.
Here's a better choice.
Composting is a really cool way to recycle. Have your parents help you take vegetable and fruit.
Time to eat. Do you want to? Use cloth napkins.
Great job!
Paper napkins waste a lot of paper because you throw them away each time. A cloth napkin can be washed.
There is a piece of newspaper on the floor. Do you want to? Leave it for Mom or Dad. Put it in the recycling bin.
Great job!
Items like plastic bottles, aluminum soda cans, newspaper, writing paper, and cardboard can be
Looks like the upstairs light is on. Do you want to? Looks like the turn off the light.
Great job!
Turning off lights saves energy. This keeps the air cleaner because energy is often made by burning.
Your friend is having a birthday. Do you want to? Wrap the gift in newspaper.
Great job!
Wrapping presents in newspaper is a great way to recycle and save a tree.
It's cold outside, but the sun is warm and shining. Do you want to? It's cold outside, but the sun is warm and shining. Do you want to?
Great job! Great job! Great job!
There's some garbage here. Where should you put it? There's some garbage. The recycling bin. The recycling bin. The recycling bin. The recycling bin. The recycling bin.
Great job!
By reusing aluminum, glass, plastic, and paper, you help keep trash out of the landfill. In just 60 days, a soda can you recycle can be back in the store again.
The bathroom sink is looking a bit dirty. Do you want to? Clean it with a chemical cleaning product.
Here's a better choice.
Chemicals can get into the water we drink if we pour them down the drain, so natural cleaners like vinegar
Better brush your teeth before you leave for school. Do you want to? Shut the water while you're brushing. Shut the water while you're brushing.
Great job!
Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to rinse. Shutting off the water while you brush is a really easy way to save water. You can turn it on when you're ready to rinse. Shutting off the water while you brush.
Great job! Great job!
Uh-oh, the light bulb burned out. Do you want to? Replace it with a low-energy fluorescent bulb. 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 Replace it with a low-energy.
Here's a better choice.
Did you know that a fluorescent light bulb can last 2 or 3 times as long as a regular bulb? That saves a lot of energy and money.
Someone has started digging a hole to plant a tree. Do you want to? Someone has started digging a hole to finished digging the hole and plant the tree. Finish digging the hole and plant. Finish digging the hole.
Great job!
Trees provide food and shelter for animals. Trees give us oxygen to breathe and keep the air clean. Trees can also help your home.
There are some weeds in your yard. Do you want to? Pull out the weeds.
Great job!
A pesticide is a poison, so spraying it on your yard puts poison into the ground and water. This can hurt wild animals and your pets. Pulling the weeds.
There's some trash in your yard. It's best to put this item in the recycling bin. 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 The recycling bin.
Here's a better choice.
By reusing aluminum, plastic, glass, and paper, you help keep trash out of the landfill. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough energy to light a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours.
Your mom is going to use the drill. Do you think she should? Use a drill with a use a drill that plugs into the wall? Use a drill with a rechargeable battery to save energy?
Great job!
When you use a power tool with a rechargeable battery, you use a lot less electricity.
Let's help do some laundry. Do you want to? Use a laundry detergent without phosphates that can pollute water. Use a laundry detergent without phosphates that can pollute. Use a laundry detergent that gets clothes clean with phosphates. Use a laundry detergent. Use a laundry detergent that gets clothes clean with phosphate. Use a laundry detergent without phosphate.
Great job!
Many laundry detergents are made with strong chemicals that can pollute water or hurt fish and animals.
Let's help do some laundry. Do you want to? Let the clothes air dry on the drying rack. Let the clothes air dry on the drying rack. Let the clothes air dry on the drying. Let the clothes air dry on the drying rack. Let the clothes air dry on the drying rack.
Great job!
Letting your clothes dry on a drying rack or on hangers saves energy that would have to be used to run your dryer.
Looks like the clock's batteries are dead. Do you want to? Replace them with rechargeable batteries. Replace them with rechargeable batteries.
Great job!
Stop throwing your money in the garbage. When a regular battery dies, you have to throw it away.
Time to go. The bus is here.
You got a score of